under the weather.
Have you ever heard of Bob Rotten?
No. Is it like Bob Ross, but reverse?
Actually, he is kind of a Bob Ross-like figure. He's like this 20-year-old kid at the time, or maybe like 22 or something like that, and he did all the practical effects for John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh.
And that was in like 1982. And at the time, this is like weird. Like every once in a while, you'll find someone in an industry that is just like going absolutely ham, egg, and cheese and doing shit that's never been done before. Yeah. And he did like, have you ever seen that movie? It's like a body horror movie.
It's been a while, but yeah, like the practical, like all the fucking when it's like all morphed out and shit looks great.
That guy did every bit of that, designed it all, the whole nine, and he was younger than us. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Yeah, he was your age.
I could do that if I put my mind down. That guy makes me like a piece of shit. Oh my god.
Well, that's what I was talking with Bizzle about that, and Bizzle's one of those people that's like, there's never a downside to anything, you know. Yeah. And I was like, dude, you know what makes me feel bad is Francis Ford Coppola. He made The Godfather Part 1, Part 2, and Apocalypse Now before he was the age of 30, and I'm about to turn 30. And I haven't come close to making anything like any of those movies.
You've got the channel and the podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure those are going to be looked back on like, man. Okay, here's my top 3. The Godfather Part 1, Godfather Part 2, Forehead Fables podcast. No, nobody's thinking that. And God, who else was it? It was like I think like Thomas Jefferson at the signing of the Declaration of Independence. He was like, he looked like an old guy because he had the powdered wig. The guy was like 20 something. He was super young.
Jesus Christ.
All those guys were super young. They just had white wigs on. You know, old people are revolutionaries. That's a young man's game.
That's true.
Yeah.
Was Bizzle just like said something really wise and like, whoa, actually you took a different path than that?
No, he did the classic like, I'm your dad thing. He just goes, dude, there's nothing to be gained from comparing yourself to other people. I'm like, yes, there is. There's a lot of depression to be gained.
I feel worse about myself.
There's a bunch to be gained.
I'm gonna jump off my fucking roof if I think about this guy for one more goddamn second.
I think like Alexander the Great had already had like 7 battle wounds and like conquered half the known world by the time he's my age.
I haven't done shit. I'm a piece of fucking garbage.
Bizzle just doesn't understand what's to be gained. He just doesn't get it. Self-loathing is to be gained.